Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to another day of learning. Your teachers today are Sylvia and Elisa. Get ready for another fun episode full of learning.
Hello, boys and girls. It's great to see you all again today. Remember, my name is Elisa.
And my name is Sylvia. We also have our friend Rattenborough back with us today. Hi, everyone. I'm so excited about today's lesson. Today, we are going to learn about root words that end in the suffixes ed or ing.
Boys and girls, do you remember what suffixes are?
I think I heard somebody say that suffixes are added to the end of root words. When a suffix is added, the meaning of the word changes. Wow, that's pretty cool. Suffixes are magical.
Let's look at our anchor chart. The suffixes we will focus on today are ed and ing. When suffixes are added to the end of a word. When suffixes are added, they change the meaning of the word.
The suffix ed is added to form the past tense of a verb. Rattenborough, can you give us a sentence or an example of when you would add the suffix ed to a verb? Well, I have to think of some kind of action since that is what a verb describes. How about this? Yesterday, I shopped for cheese at the grocery store. You know, rats don't like to run out of cheese.
That was a great example, Rattenborough. You used the verb shopped.
Boys and girls, did you notice that Rattenborough talked about something he did in the past? Remember, we add ed to a verb in the past tense. We are also going to practice using verbs that end in ing. Can anyone tell us when we add ing to a verb?
Great job. We can use the suffix ing to talk about something that is happening now.
I have a great example for this one. Rattenborough is eating a banana. Sorry, I missed breakfast this morning. That was a great example.
That was a great example. You added ing to the verb eat.
Now that we understand when to use suffixes ed and ing, let's practice spelling some words with those endings. Aren't there rules for adding ing and ed?
Why, yes, Rattenborough, there are. I am so glad you brought that up. Let's take a moment to go over the rules. First, we need to look at our word. We always check to see if our word or single syllable contains a short vowel followed by a single consonant. The word slip contains the short vowel I followed by the single consonant P. If the word or single syllable does contain a short vowel followed by a single consonant, we double the final consonant and add ed to show the verb in the past tense. Since slip does contain a short vowel followed by a single consonant, we double the final consonant P and add ed. We also follow that rule to add ing to the word to show what is happening now. Remember, the word slip contains the short vowel I followed by the single consonant P. So, we double the final consonant P in slip and add ing to make slipping.
We also have another rule to help us. First, look at the word or single syllable and check to see if it has a short vowel followed by more than one consonant. We see the short vowel U followed by two consonants, S and H, in the word brush. If it is a word or single syllable with a short vowel that ends in more than one consonant, we do not double the final consonant. Instead, we only add ed to show the verb in the past tense, as seen in our example, brushed. We also follow that rule to add ing to show what is happening now. Remember, the word brush contains the short vowel U followed by two consonants, S and H. So we only add ing to make brushing.
Now that we know our rules, we can practice with some verbs. Let's look at the verb hop. Hop contains the short vowel O, followed by the single consonant P. So, we double the final consonant, P, and add ed. Now the word becomes hopped.
What about when we add ing? Can anyone help us add ing to hop? I can. I think I remember learning that when syllables or parts of words contain a short vowel followed by a consonant, we double the final consonant and add ing. So we would spell it Hopping.
Great job. You are correct, Rattenborough. Boys and girls, think of a sentence with either hopped or hopping and tell it to someone at your house.
I am sure you all came up with great sentences. Let's add a few more words to our chart so we can practice using the suffixes ed and ing. On our next word, the root word is rub. How would we change the spelling to show rub in the past tense? How about we double the final consonant B and add ed, since it is a single syllable word with a short vowel followed by a consonant?
Wow, Rattenborough, you're on a roll. That's right. We would spell our new word rubbed. Our word is rubbed. Sylvia, can you use rubbed in a sentence?
Oh, let me think. Oh, I've got one. My cat rubbed my leg when he wanted me to pet him. Oh, you have a cat? You didn't bring him here, did you? No, Rattenborough. There are no cats anywhere near us. Whew, thank goodness.
Okay, how will our root word change if we add ing? If you said that it is spelled rubbing, you are correct. We doubled the final consonant and added ing because rub contains a short vowel followed by a single consonant.
Boys and girls, think of a sentence with the word rubbing and tell it to someone near you. Wow, those were great sentences. I know another verb we could use. How about the verb grab?
Okay, we can use the verb grab. Everyone, how do we spell the grab when we add the suffix ed? How does the spelling change? Great job. We spell it Grabbed because grab contains a short vowel followed by a consonant.
Oh, I can give a sentence for that word. I grabbed the last banana. Hey, I wanted that. Will you share with me? Of course, Rattenborough.
Let's add ing to grab. I think it would be spelled Grabbing.
I agree because grab has a short vowel followed by a consonant. Here's a sentence with grabbing. I am grabbing another piece of cheese.
You sure are hungry today, Rattenborough. Let's try a few more words that are a little different.
Like the word discuss. How do you think we would spell this word if we added ed? Well, this word does end in a syllable that has a short vowel, but it has two consonants at the end instead of one.
That's a great observation. Discuss has two syllables. Everyone say the word discuss with me.
Discuss.
The first syllable is dis, and the second syllable is cuss. When we are going to add ed or ing to a word, we have to look at the last syllable. This syllable contains a short vowel and ends with two consonants, so we only add ed to the end. Disgust is spelled Discussed.
Boys and girls, can you use the word disgust in a sentence? Great job! Today we have discussed the suffixes ed and ing. Since we only added ed to discuss to make it discussed, I think we should only add ing to make the word discussing. What do you all think?
We spell discussing Discussing. If that's what you said, then you're correct. Let's all think about what we are discussing today. Remember, suffixes can change the meaning of words. How did the meaning change when we added ing to discuss? Excellent. Discussing happened in the present.
Let's try the word finish. How many syllables does this word have? That's right. It has two syllables. Finish. Look at the last syllable in finish. Does it have a short vowel? Yes, it does. Does it end in one consonant? No, it ends in two consonants. This means we spell finished F-I-N-I-S-H-E-D and finishing F-I-N-I-S-H-I-N-G. Today, I finished cleaning my room while finishing a snack of cheese and crackers.
Wow, you used both words in one sentence. Great job! Our next word is patch. I had to patch the quilt because it had a tear. Boys and girls, how many syllables are in the word patch? Patch is a single syllable word. Let's try our trick with this word. How many consonants are at the end? This time, there are 3 consonants at the end. T, C, H.
I think we should just add ed and ing this time. It would look silly if we doubled the final consonant. Yes, so our new words are patched and patching. One time my mom patched my stuffed rabbit because it had a hole in it.
Great sentence, Rattenborough. Boys and girls, can you tell us a sentence with the word patching in it? Remember, we are using ing to tell about something that is happening in the present. Wow, I'm sure you had some great sentences.
Here is another word like patch. Our word is stretch. My cat likes to stretch after his nap. Oh, are you sure you didn't bring your cat with you? Yes, Rattenborough, I'm sure. Boys and girls, can you tell us how stretch and patch are similar or alike? That's right. They both are single syllables with a short vowel that ends in 3 consonants.
You all are doing an amazing job with these words. We add ed to stretch to make it stretching, and ing to stretch, ed to make it stretched, and ing to make it stretching.
Oh, if I see a cat stretching, I run in the opposite direction. That's probably a good idea, Rattenborough.
Our last word is submit. How many syllables does submit have? Submit has 2 syllables. Submit. Look at the last syllable, mit. What do you notice? Yes, there is a short vowel followed by a single consonant. This means we double our final consonant and add ed and ing. Our new words are submitted and submitting.
Boys and girls, can you give us a sentence with either submitted or submitting? Great job! Thanks for your sentences. Now, I have something really neat to show you about the suffix ed. This suffix is truly magical. It can make 3 different sounds when added to a root word. It can sound like t, d, or ed.
Let's go back through our chart and see if we can hear these different sounds. Listen to the verb hopped. What sound does ed make? We hear t at the end. Is that what you heard?
Listen to the verb rubbed. What sound does ed make in this word? Great. We hear d. Oh, I can do the next one. When I say grabbed, I hear d at the end.
Great job. What do you hear at the end of disgust? Yes, we hear t.
Listen to the verb finished. What do you hear? Awesome. We hear t.
You all are doing so well. Boys and girls, what sound do you hear at the end of patched? If you said t, you're right.
Our next word is stretched. When I say stretched, I hear t at the end.
You're right, Rattenborough.
We have one more word, submitted. What do you hear at the end of the verb submitted? We hear ed. That was such a fun activity. What sounds can the suffix ed make at the end of a verb? That's right. The suffix ed can make the t, d, or ed sound at the end of a word.
Wow, I have learned so much about using suffixes today. We learned about the suffixes ed and ing.
Me too. I learned to look closely at the final syllable of a word. If the final syllable contains a short vowel and one consonant, we double the final consonant and add ed.
Yes, and if the final syllable contains a short vowel followed by 2 or more consonants, we just add ed or ing.
What did you all learn today? Tell someone at home what you learned about the suffixes ed and ing. I am so glad you shared what you learned with someone at home. When the suffix ed is added to a verb, it shows something that happened in the past. And when the suffix ing is added to a verb, it shows something that is happening now.
Thank you all for joining us today. We look forward to seeing you again next time.
Thank you all so much. All rights and credits for today's lesson belong to Core Knowledge Language Arts. We would like to thank them for publicly sharing these valuable resources. The views and opinions expressed in this lesson are those of the Core Knowledge authors and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of the Mississippi Department of Education. Thank you for joining us today, boys and girls. We will see you next time.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.